defenders. One was a bulletproof camera that we saw. Kamikaze piloting one yet again. 3 of the 4 have been used. The initial attempt from Nip
lethal.
is upstairs, and there it goes. Say goodbye. Excellently pinged by Pino. That coordination from Nip, so strong. Rogue lost the initial matchup on Bank to Ninjas in Pajamas, which is what prompted that Spoit tweet calling Nip rats, saying they were playing like rats, angering the Brazilian fan base. Nice shot from Kanto Raketti. It seems like he's still in fine form, benefiting from that haircut buff right now. Got to get the hair out of your eyes to see clearly, right?
That's a good point, I suppose. Moosey playing the nuke downstairs, creeping around, might find a member of Rogue, as there's a member inside of that memo room below. That's going to be a vertical player of either Spoit or David, I believe, that outline as well. But Pino, with these grenades, trying to find for the second member. That right there is not going to find much, but Spoit finds Wizard instead.
2 nades go out. Spoit a big kill. Deepak cannot follow up onto Muzi, so answered back. These teams trading blows with one another, nobody gaining a significant advantage. A common spot next to the trophy, statue, whichever you'd like to call it. It's no longer there. So Nip's push will come from over towards Astro. Looks like the bomb site is not mostly clear, but Kanto holding a rat angle of his own. He gets pre-fired by Psycho. No crossfire potential. Spoit's second kill. Could he go for a third? No, it's not there. Pino guns him down. Suddenly it's a 1v1. Cryan with 11 bullets versus Pino on the LMG. 41 still there. Who'll swing first? He's waiting out the time. Cryan playing this quite adeptly, and Pino has no dorms, because I don't want to say the word kids' dorms, because we've been through this a billion times. Yeah, I don't need to defend it any longer. Sounds inappropriate. Yep. Certain things being said after it. Leon gets the leadoff pick. Rogue had surrendered first blood first 3 rounds. They have found something to get themselves back on the board, and my goodness, imagine the first pick being against a Kali.
Yep. Thing is, wall's already opened up. Clear out the jammer. Moosey gets Cryan. It really is a Moosey versus Cryan on these 1v1 scenarios.
Moosey fat-fingered, by the way, when he's trying to take out the goo mine in his foot. Leon Gids picks up a second kill onto Pino. Rogue in good shape. Moosey low HP as well. Kanto Raketti in a rat spot of his own. How do you beat Nip? Well, you play them at their own game, and then you beat them. Lots of rat angles from Rogue. I can just feel the salt of the fans. If Rogue wins based off of rat plays, I can feel the salty replies on social media already.
That's a true statement. Wizard makes his way in through with that stun. Spoit has actually got misdroned in his corner, so again, ratting around seems to be the gameplay right now. But, well, the one person who's not standing still, he gets shut down. That was day pick from Wizard.
But they gain valuable information from that. They know that Wizard is over towards Astro. They don't know exactly where Muzi is. But if you recall, Muzi really likes to go with the path less traveled. Oh, he's on the hunt with Kanto Raketti. Kanto's looking the wrong way. No! The Nook just in good shape. A grenade gets tossed out. Leon Gids will need to move. Baited perfectly into Kamikaze. Nip's mid-round has been flawless. That leaves the Phenom to try and toy with it. Spoit missing out on the head as the plant is going down. Can he reposition in time? Yes, he can. He's just got Muzi left. A name that hasn't been on our lips, on the tip of our tongue for very long, but now here he is to prove why he's one of the best players in the world. A huge clutch from Spoit to give Rogue the round. Last couple rounds, and is still searching for his first kill since the rehost came in. Not, I think, the result that Rogue wants from their high-flying performer. Spoit gets taken down by Nitrocell from Pino. It could be a complete brawl, but look at Cryan. He's flying under the radar. Down below, Adrenal Surge gives Rogue a little bit more health than they had before. 30 seconds to go, and Kanto Raketti will work forward. Nice shot on the Wizard. There's his kill. A second could be found, but a smoke will cut off the line of sight. Now Nip will scramble to get into the bomb site with very limited visuals. Cryan down below, spotted by Muzi. That's a beautiful shot. It's Kanto Raketti in a 1v3 as Leon Gids bleeds out on the floor and
access to the first floor. First minute burned. Rogue are not inside the building. Not really. Cryan just entered across the map, and he's going to be fishing for a kill, but every other member of Rogue is so far away, and again, all outside. So Leon Gids might have to call the troops over. Kai Claw stops the breach. No can do. Ken's going to bounce an 8 off this desk, most likely trying to fish for that Kai Claw. The thing is, this Kai Claw could be in multiple spots. On the wall, behind the wall, inside the closet it looks to be, so these grenades are not going to do anything. Leon Gids, this wall, you cannot open it, my friend.
Kamikaze will stop Spoit in his tracks with that toxic canister thrown out as we hit the halfway point of the round. Things all tied up. Pino, nice shot onto Leon Gids. Will the timeout work? That is the real question. So far, the answer is no. You were talking about how he couldn't open it up because the single hard breach was being thwarted by the electricity of the Electric Claw in the setup that we saw from Ninjas in Pajamas. Well, now you don't have one body, and a second will join Spoit after that incredible performance. He's been awfully quiet.
It's true. Pino almost takes the head off Kento Rakedi, who's having, as you also mentioned, a tougher second half so far. 1-5 to his name. Hit a nice shot earlier. Finds another one onto Pino now. We need a lot more than this. Doors being barricaded. NIP comfortable in these corners and with the flank as well. Wizards finds Cryan. It's desperate times for Rogue.
Only 3 kills between Kanto and Deepak left, but in bikes, Kanto Rakedi under fire. Wait, walks right in with Deepak and takes down Psycho. Rogue storming the gates here. They have control of the bomb site. And with Deepak holding on to the diffuser, Nip will need to retake. But these are desperate times for Ninjas in Pajamas. Deepak gets the plant off and can immediately pivot with Kanto standing by his side. It's the defenders now on the side of the attack, but Wizard casting a spell onto Rogue. Kanto Rakedi succumbs to it, and Musi takes down Deepak. Look at his face. Look at his... But it doesn't set you up for success, that's for sure.
No, it does not. And, I mean, sure, we've gotten top rec control. Pino's back towards the bomb side. We have 90 in control as well. But now we gotta start working our angles. This vault wall has to get opened up. That's step 1 done from Leon Gids. That's gonna give you an aggressive angle and entry point in towards vault. What it also does is that it forces the defenders out of that particular room, and a plan can be established. But Pino holding down his angle could be lethal. He sees a pixel of a member of Rogue, forced to walk backwards with Leon Gids with an aggressive injury here. Pino has to fight 1 and 2 members at once, but Leon Gids will come out on top.
Oh, there goes bullets being flown into the bomb site. Rogue getting soft enough time and time again. Look at how close Deepak is to death. He's a shadow of himself. Claymore goes out, but Rogue has turned the tides out of nowhere. Kamikaze now to be the one who could be on a suicide mission against these 3 players of Rogue. Leon Gids with diffuser in hand, getting it down. Kamikaze outside of the bomb site. Rogue had boxed him out, but then over towards Vault. Spoit his gun down. Deepak on low HP. Leon Gids sitting on top of the diffuser. But the time will run against Kamikaze. What can he accomplish? He's only mere feet away. On diffuser, no smokes. He'll jiggle around the corner, but Leon Gids is swift. And then you, the attacker, can pick them off.
You also can circumvent ADSs and Magnus, of course, by going below because they can't reach. An injury comes out to Spoit, but they fall back straight away. Pino's gonna say, I'll take that trade, but when you're up against the Finka and you don't have a Thunderbird on the table, we spoke about this earlier, chip damage. Well, Spore can get back to above half HP. Pino is stuck on 20. So when you do a trade like that, arguably for the defenders, not worth it unless you got the Thunderbird or a Dock on the board. But seeing as neither is here, Spore can play it slow, use the Adrenal Searches, get back to a somewhat healthy level, and then Pino will just stay where he is. Pino does have a C4, could go below and play it smart and safe and just kind of play for himself downstairs. But Cryan, see his silhouette, he's looking for that exact thing. Droning out Dining Kitchen, droning out the China Stairs, looking for where this roamer is of Wizard. He's going to go downstairs to the basement, and now, at this point, you're just going to say, have fun, buddy. We're not going to look for you downstairs at our Jackal. That is too much to track, too much ground to cover. Nate comes out, Psycho takes a bit of damage. NIP under fire from all angles, but Musi might have the advantage here.
Depends on whether or not they've droned him out. He catches Kanto Rakedi, and it only takes a single bullet to remove the head of your opponent. Ninjas in Pajamas. Once again, another first blood. Rogue struggling mighty in this department, and it doesn't get any better in round number 11. Deployable shield will prevent Leon Gids from being able to see through that portion of the master bedroom, but doesn't stop him from fragging out as Pino is his intended target. And it's a success from the 10-5 Leon Gids. It's about time we brought back that copy pasta, but let's see how he fares over the next 2 rounds.
It's an important round for Rogue to pressure match point, but it's equally so for NIP, and Leon Gids now solo on this master bedroom hold, has to make a miracle happen as he pushes on through.
This was look at the stack up from Rogue, not working out so well. Another kill from Leon. Cryan missing an opportunity as Spoit guns down Psycho. Diffuser in the hands of Deepak goes down well. Kamikaze again boxed out. He found himself in this exact same set of circumstances when he was defending on Aviator. Will there be a different outcome? Kamikaze with one on the Leon. Gates Wizard on the comeback. Suddenly Nip have made this eminently more winnable, especially with Spoit being on low HP. He and Deepak are watching the same angle. Kamikaze swings, but Spoit is better, and Deepak, I would say, far more evenly balanced, but still, that's a massive blow. Spoit involved in his own fight, but he'll heal himself back up with an adrenal surge. If Rogue wins this matchup, they're on to the playoffs. That's it. Nip's chances are gone. Nil, done, zilch, nada, zip. So for Ninjas in Pajamas, you got to hope you go to overtime, and then that's where that fun graphic comes back up, where we talk about what happens for Nip here and what happens in their matchup against Xset. For Rogue, their final match of the day, will they be the team from Europe to clinch their spot and make it into the playoffs? Wolves could also clinch a spot, but we'll see. Rogue working through Memorial Nick with 1 minute to go. Utility going out, Cryan taking damage. He's already got a kill to his name. Down goes Psycho to Deepak. Deepak putting in a lot of work in terms of his gadgetry, in terms of his utility and objective play. Kanto Raketti a kill. Leon Gids getting Diffuser down. Wizard from above doing damage, but no! Kanto slaughters him for the playoffs. Pino will need to stop Rogue, or else the European team will move forward and play on the stage. There's two from Pino, dislodged from a grenade. Still inside a pantry, but he's trapped. He needs to get out of there, because right now, he's just stuck in the cage. Spoit punches the tickets. Rogue go to the playoffs. They'll be on stage on Friday.
With only a couple of changes to this roster,